Okay, I want to welcome everybody back to 2314. For many of you, this may be your first time entering the course and viewing the content. So I want to show you around for a moment before you get a little too overzealous and start rushing into assignments. The first thing you'll notice is the announcements page. This is the very first screen you should see when you enter our course. It has a welcome page, and then it has a very brief video about online activity and involving yourself in an online course and what that means and what it entails. Being an online course can actually be quite an extensive, and for some individuals it can be an overwhelming it can feel like an overwhelming situation. I don't want that to be the case for you, so I went ahead and made this video to kind of show you around our course so that you can more easily navigate it. Now, as far as the announcements are concerned, these are the only announcements you're going to have for the course. I really don't use this function much. I'd rather email you directly, so be sure you're always checking your email on a regular basis. In a very fast course that's 3 to 5 weeks, you need to check that email every day, or you might miss something. I don't want that to happen to you, so be sure that you're checking that email frequently and regularly. Over the weekend, I'll probably just send out emails once, usually on Sunday. Usually it's Sunday night. I like to know what I'm getting into come Monday, so keep that in mind. I don't use this function much. I primarily communicate through email or through virtual office hours. Now, if you come over here to the left, you'll see a series of tabs. The next tab is Getting Started. This is more or less your orientation information. So you'll see a welcome to Site 2314. There are the bush babies. Those are the animals I worked with during my graduate schooling. So watch that video, learn a little bit about me, learn a little bit about my interests and why I teach psychology. So as you're moving through this orientation, go down, you'll see a little bit about changing your email and eCampus, minimum technological requirements you need for the class, a little bit more information about are you ready to take an online course, your formal course orientation, and netiquette. Let's keep in mind that there's somebody on the other end of your communications. This is particularly true in discussion boards. Be formal, remain professional, and be respectful to each other in those discussion rooms. Over here on the left, you'll see course and syllabus information. This is really what you need to know about the class. These are student learning outcomes. These are mandated by the state. This is why all of our assignments exist. Without these student learning outcomes, we might not need any assignments, but we need some way to test what you've retained and what you've learned as it relates to these student learning outcomes. And to do that, to assess those student learning outcomes, we have a variety of assignments. We have formal tests, we have article quizzes, which some of you will really enjoy. We're going to look at some of the historical literature as it relates to psychology and some of the newer literature as it relates to psychology. This is not a popular psychology course. This is cram-packed full of peer-reviewed information. These are bona fide researchers working in the laboratory trenches to find truths related to human and animal psychology. These aren't just off-the-cuff commentators talking about what they believe about psychology. These are bona fide researchers. So some of you will really enjoy those assignments, and I hope you do. They can be a little bit difficult to read through those assignments and to find them. If you're having trouble, let me know. If you're having trouble comprehending something, let me know and I'll gladly help. Then we also have discussions where you'll interact and brainstorm with each other. And then we have some formalized assessments that are required, again, by the state that we do. And they're very interesting assessments. You're going to learn about alcohol within our culture, and you're going to learn about prejudice and the roots of prejudice as you view Jane Elliott's Brown Eyed Blue Eyes. Okay, we're going to move on to the course syllabus. This is a video about why syllabi are important. I encourage you to watch it. And then there, right there on that link are the references for your article quizzes. I'm going to go ahead and click on it. And it doesn't really matter which section you're in. Any section is okay. Even if you're in Gen Psych, this is okay. But I want you to, we're in lifespan growth and development, and you can see the list of references that you need to pull for that first article quiz. Okay, you see the 3 lectures, and then we're into exam 2. Okay, exam 2 is going to relate to your second article quiz. Okay, these articles are going to, questions about these articles will show up on your exam for Unit 2 and your article quiz for Unit 2. That creates a benefit because you're going to see some of those questions twice, so you'll know them by the time you get to the exam, but you do need to pull and read these articles. Now, let's say I get to exam 3. Well, that corresponds with Unit 3, and if I need to find this article, let's say this Mata article, Daily Affect and Intimacy in Emerging Adults. Well, you can come out here right to the right where my comment's located, click on RLC's library catalog. When you do that, it's going to take you to Richland Collegiate, Richland Collegiate's, Richland College's website. And I'm not really liking that it's pulling us out of our course right now. I didn't really expect that. I thought it'd pull us into another browsing site. But nonetheless, here it is. Then you're going to search for that specific article. You can search by the journal by clicking Online Journal List, or you can go over to Find by Citation and put in more detailed information about the article. Okay, now, all of this is very easy to do, and a librarian can help you do it. It's not difficult to find these articles. Now let me back up and see if it'll let us back into the class. And there we go. Okay, very good. You can also click on Google Scholar. It'll take you to Google Scholar. If it takes you or suggests for you to find an article through Google Scholar, I suggest you type in the title of the article rather than the title of the journal. Okay, so if it's Richland College's website and it's our library catalog, you're typing in the title of the journal. If it's Google Scholar, you're typing in the title of the specific article. So 2 different things there. And then let me show you the last one. The last one are when we get into really historical articles. Sometimes there are articles before like 1960s. Here's an article from 1877. You can click right here on York U's Psych Classics, and it will take you directly to that article. Or it will take you to York U's Psych Classics, which is a holding of psychological, historical psychological articles that you can then read and find. And this specific article is on York U, and it should take you directly to that article. Okay, so back to syllabus and course information. And here you go. There's your course syllabus. Go ahead and be sure that you download it. Read it thoroughly. At the bottom of the course syllabus, you'll find the calendar. Okay, you don't have a calendar in here because I don't have hard deadlines for any of my assignments. I have recommended deadlines that are listed within your course syllabus. If you follow those deadlines and you submit your assignments on time prior to those deadlines, you get a bonus for that. You get points for submitting on time work. You get points for making my life easier when it comes to grading in the end of the semester when I have to submit those grades. And as we move through the semester, you make your life easier as you pace the course well if you submit those on-time assignments, and you get bonus points for doing that. If you choose to wait till the end of the semester and try to cram everything in at the very end, yes, I'll still do my best to get it all graded. Yes, the system will still grade your work. However, you won't get those bonus points. Uh, and also, once our course ends, that's it. We don't have any more opportunity to submit assignments. So please keep all of those things in mind and be sure to read your syllabus thoroughly. Now, moving on to the next thing, my instructor information is right here. You can find it. You can contact me directly by clicking on Contact Your Instructor. If I click into here, you'll find more specific information about me. And oh, sorry, this is just where you're going to email me. So you can find that there. More specific information about me can be found elsewhere under this contact information where you have my email address and you can email me directly. Okay, let's get down and then I'll talk about another place where you can find some more information about me. Okay, skipping tools, I'm going to let you browse that on your own, and here's some help for you if you need it. If you don't understand Blackboard or never worked Blackboard before, you can click help, and then that'll allow you to learn a little bit more about the learning management system called Blackboard. Okay, here's where you'll find all of your lessons and assignments. So I went ahead and clicked on that button. I'm going to wait a second. There are all of our units. We have 4 units for this course. The first unit we're going to discuss Introduction to Lifespan Growth and Development all the way through infancy. Then in Unit 2 we'll pick up with childhood and we'll work our way through adolescence. Then in Unit 3 we'll work our way through adulthood. And then in Unit 4 we'll get into late adulthood, death, dying, and grieving. So as you enter one of these units, you'll notice that there are other folders. Every unit's going to begin with folders related to the PowerPoint presentations. Now, I need you to go and upload or download those PowerPoint presentations and review them. I plan on also offering some audio to correspond with those presentations. Now, that is in the works right now. I plan on getting that up. And in this particular semester, I plan on having some online lectures for you through Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see what I can work out and what I can do with the schedules. Now, anything I upload will be recorded and uploaded. You don't necessarily have to be there for the live presentations of these lectures that I plan on giving over the course of our semester. Here we've got, and furthermore, if the recordings are already up there, if this is a little bit of an outdated video, we won't have online lectures if the recordings are already in there. Right now, it's the case that they're not there. We just have the PowerPoints, and I'm planning on generating some of those recordings for you all this semester. Okay, article quizzes. If you click on the article quiz, every unit will have an article quizzes, 4 units, 4 article quizzes. You click on the quiz, it'll take you in. It'll give you a series of questions. You have 2 attempts at this quiz. Okay, so I hope it goes well for you. And you have 30 minutes on each one of these quizzes. So they are timed, so keep that in mind. Then you'll see a discussion or an assessment for the unit. Units 1 and 3 have discussions. Units 2 and 4 have assessments. So be sure that you follow the directions, particularly if it's an assessment. And discussion boards will have a rubric for you to view so that you know what you need to do. The biggest thing is always make sure you view that rubric and you understand how the rubric is graded, because that is what you need to make sure that you include within that discussion. Then the last file will always be an examination. You click on the exam, open the exam, you have 2 attempts at it, and it's a 60-minute exam. So it's a timed exam. So go in, take it, and then if you have any questions, be sure to email me. Then the next thing is you can see your grades. If we go in here, you'll see that I've taken the syllabus quiz. Yay me, there it is. I earned my 10 points. You can do the same. You can go in there and earn those 10 bonus points. We get down to the bottom, you'll see your points total. It's 10 out of 10. I've only taken one assignment, and it was worth 10 points. You can also see that I jumped into this article quiz and exam 1, but never finished it. Okay, for you all, if you do that, that will count as an attempt. Don't do that. Once you start the exam, make sure you finish it. Okay, I don't want you to lose any points. Then, after you view your grades, you can go down here to email the instructor. You can email me directly from there as well as up there where you found my information previously under the instructor information tab. So it's a little redundant, but you can find my information in 2 locations. Then we're going to go here to Virtual Office Hour. This is an interesting feature. It's called Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. You can go and download this along with the Blackboard app. You actually have to download 2 apps. They're both free. You can download them on your phone or your smart device. Make sure you look up Collaborate Ultra and make sure you download Blackboard. Once you've downloaded those 2 things, you'll see this little application wheel for a little bit, and mine's wheeling for quite a while. We'll see how well it works. If it doesn't open up during this video in the next few moments, I'm going to try to refresh it and see if it'll come back for us. Let me go ahead and do that right now. I'll jump out and then I'll come back. All right, let me jump back home and let's check out the virtual office again. And when it opens up, I'm going to schedule meetings in here, and I'm going to go ahead and schedule virtual office hours. And my internet's a little slow out here, so maybe that's what's giving Blackboard Collaborate Ultra a problem. If I were on my iPhone or smart device using my mobile provider's internet, it'd work very well. I've had good success and experiences with it. So I apologize for not being able to show you this right here, but this is where you'll find my virtual office hours. Take a look at your syllabus. You'll see when I'm going to be in that room. If I've set up a lecture for us, I will email you 24 hours before that lecture, and then we can jump in this room and I can share my screen, I can share the PowerPoints, and we'll go through the lecture. If you need to meet with me, there it is. So I create the session, and then it will be there. And I'll have regular office hours in here every week. Now, I will also go ahead and if I'm going to set up a lecture, it will be through Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. And if you need to meet with me one-on-one, you can meet with me through Blackboard Collaborate Ultra, and I can set that up for us. Okay. A few other tabs that you need to know, and I'm going to let you kind of sift through these on your own. The Library tab, Student Resources tab, Technical Information and Help and Tutorials for everyone taking online courses. I highly recommend you view that. Course Tools, and then Online Tutoring. We don't have online tutoring for PSYC, so if you need online tutoring or help, email me. I'll set up the online session, the virtual room, through Blackboard Collaborate Ultra, and then we will talk. Okay, well, I hope you all enjoyed this orientation, and welcome to Lifespan Growth and Development. I'm once again Professor Kyle Edens. If you need me, contact me at kedens@dccd.edu. I look forward to hearing from you all and hope you enjoyed the video.